Welcome back, awesome action toy fans and subscribers. It is Sunday the 3rd of December 2023 and I'm really excited to have these toys to review today. Big fat shout out and thank you to Boris Ping from Boris Ping Toys, who has sent me these review samples to have a look at, which may or may not be based on certain video game characters. You can decide for yourself. Very cool. It sells you 1/18 scale action figures, and I've got three been sent to me. Look particularly nice, I have to say. So we have a warning: please do not of any dry. Okay, so it looks like you have to heat up the joints first, is what it's saying there. Good to have that disclaimer in there in case something breaks. I will go ahead and not use a hairdryer or hot water unless I find something stiff, but we will see. So let's have a look at the first one here. We get there. That face is pretty nice, actually. Can we get a focus on that? Let's have a look. Nice looking face. Come with different hair as well. Got the pistol, knife, torch, typewriter, holster, shoulder holster, it looks like. And then you get 3 pairs of hands. So you got the eagle, the up yours or victory, and fists. Are they fists? Look like fists. On the back, it just shows you number 1, number 2, number 3, number 4, number... So I think that's number 1 or number 2. This is number 2. This one would appear to be number... I'm not sure what number this one is. Maybe it's a surprise one. But does look good. Next one. Zoom out a little bit. Frying pan, and what's that green thing? Not quite sure. Oh, Molotov cocktail, pistol, and mask, etc. Again, same thing on the back. It says pre-assembly kits for 1/18 scale figure. It is a kit product developed by individual hobbyists for 1/18 scale figure customization. All parts in the entire series are interchangeable. It can also be compatible with most popular 1/18 scale action figure products on the market, allowing players to fully unleash their imagination and creativity, and can use these kits to create any character you like. I really like when you get these individuals or these very small businesses doing their own sort of niche, own sort of toys. It adds so much variety to the scale, which is great. You know, you can't just all be the big manufacturers churning out stuff. Looks good as well. Another nice face and printing. Same hands. Slightly different pistol to the first one we saw, but these two do have the same pistol. Again, the knife, the typewriter, and torch, and different hair and leg holster. And on the back, it's the same that we've seen. Okay, and what's really great is that these are the ones that are very easy to open. You can just take the tape off and unslide out, so you can reseal again as well. I'm going to unbox this and set them up, and we'll get into this. I'll be back in an instant. Stay tuned. And here they are set up. I've got the accessories out except for the hands and anything that's repeated. They do look really nice. Now, before we get into this, please consider joining our Patreon. Link in the top right of the screen now. Get to see all the uploads before they go onto YouTube. Exclusive content from time to time. And also there are prize draws and competitions. Plus it's free to join for 7 days. So it's worth checking out. Okay, so let's get a look. We'll go from right to left this time, not left to right. So accessories. So here is the typewriter we saw a moment ago. It's not bad. I'm going to save your progress. The paint is apps is a bit to be desired, but it's okay. Then we've got the little torch, which does look nice because you've got that little silver part there, which really makes a difference inside. Very cool. The hands we saw already, and she comes with spare hair, and there is a joint in the ponytail, which is good. You can change her look and see there's a small peg inside to attach to the head, make sure it goes the right way. Only can be inserted one way. Next one, she's got all her accessories except the hands out, and also this bottle. Now the bottle's great. The only thing is it's too wide at the base here for her to hold nicely. She hold it at the top. You don't hold it at the top. and I didn't really want to stretch her hands out anymore. Now, having said that, their hands should be compatible with a lot of other 1/18 scale toy lines for women, so you could find a matching hand that's wide enough to hold that. And then the last one, holster I didn't attach, but we've seen the holsters on the other two. Just goes over the feet, and you can just use a friction fit on her thigh. Then she has alternate hair here, which we can see again. I'm going to change the hair over. So let's get a close look. I'll go left to right this time. So I've not put any accessories in her hands. She has got the sort of shoulder strap holster on, but there's no place for a gun, and there's a loop there for what? Not sure. Could put the knife or the torch there, who knows. Great looking on the sculpting and the clothing, it's nice. And I'm looking forward to articulation, especially the upper body, got some double joints going on in the elbows and whatnot. And I believe the ponytails should be, don't break anything please. Yeah, the ponytails are also, or the pigtails are articulated. Okay, so I've put her mask on. She's holding a frying pan, and this gun that she's got there is the same gun that the girl on the left has, but I haven't obviously put that in her hands. Nice backpack, which can be taken off. I'm not sure that can be taken off or not. With this mask thing here, helmet and mask, you can just take that off. There's her face, and then you can just go forwards, it should be. There we go. And take it and get to see her now. And this backpack, is it fixed on? Let's have a look. Now the backpack can be taken off if you want to take it off. Just a bit of an issue with the colouring on the boots there. It goes to ankle colour, which is a bit of a shame, but still a nice looking figure. Let's get her standing up again. And the last one here. Different pistol, so I put it in the hands. Where the knife goes in, this little part here on mine, you can see, just broke. It's not pliable enough to go around the knife, which is a shame, but you know what? A small detail, and that face is awesome. Very cool looking. I put the holster on that one already. And there's no issue with down here now because they did the same colour for the boots. You don't get that ankle colour like on the last one. And if I wanted to do, I could swap the hair around and give her the longer hair here instead. Okay, articulation can be pretty much the same with all of them. I will take this little knife out now, I think. Get a look at the knife as well. There we go. Small little knife. Quite cool. Okay, so before I do articulation... I'll do articulation. I'll speak about any issues that I think afterwards. Now, please bear in mind, this is the first release from a small independent toy manufacturer, so you need to be a bit gentle with anything that you think is wrong or missing. But so far, I'm liking the look. So articulation, got a good, well, amazing left and right. Up and down's okay, and side to side's good. Shoulders all the way around to the side. You're going to get much better. Look at that. You have got, which is unusual for this scale, is you've got a bicep swivel as opposed to a plug-in joint that turns, actual bicep swivel. And you've got, which you don't see often on 1/18 scale, is double joint for the elbow. You see it on like Marvel Universe, She-Hulk and Valkyrie, but you don't see it often on 1/18 scale figures, double elbow joint. The hands are, is that gun? Yeah, gun articulation and gun articulation. The spare hands, let's have a look at the one I took out here. This is wave articulation. So you do get some wave articulation hands as well. Trunk, there's an upper body trunk. So forwards and backwards is quite small on this one. Side to side is pretty good, and she can turn, but there's no separate waist turns. A bit like Boss Fight Studios. Don't try and force a waist turn, you might snap the peg inside. Legs sideways. This is where you get a small issue with the clothes that's sculpted on. Doesn't get very far on the sideways, which is a shame. Forwards will depend on the sculpting on the clothes again, so it's not great forwards and backwards, but it's acceptable for doing a long striding walk. There is no thigh cut that I can see, but it does twist from the hip joint. Kneecap is a double kneecap. Get really nice and tight, not too ugly. It's pretty cool. And then the feet, there is no boot turn, but you do get a very good inward swivel and outward swivel. And then the tippy toe is, well, fantastic. And the dorsiflexation is small because of the tongue on the shoes. Now I will look at a little bit of articulation on the other two, because some of it's going to be different for the feet, for the legs. The first one will be the same as this one, so the second one, the feet will be a bit different. This one's got toe articulation. I was not expecting that. So you get toe articulation. And you get a slightly better dorsiflexation. Just the colouring beneath doesn't match. Looks like she's got leg warmers and shoes on as opposed to boots. Or maybe it's supposed to be leg warmers and shoes, I don't know. So that's a bit different there. Also, if I look at the, I think these shorts are the same. If I look at the first one, because she's got different, I think she's got a skirt on, so her leg articulation will be slightly different. Yeah, so only thus far on the sideways stretching. Forwards and backwards, ironically, appear to be slightly more. Oops. Oh, don't look at the butt cheeks. Again, there's no thigh twist, but you can move from the hip a little bit. And again, there's no toe articulation on these two, but the middle one does have toe articulation. Okay, so let's have a quick chat about any particular issues, well, not issues, things that perhaps not keen on. Well, you saw that the knife strap on this one, sort of I'm not sure if it broke or it's meant to go that way. That's a tiny thing there. So just this part here. I'm not sure if it was attached in the first part, so I could be wrong about that. They don't have a hand that has a free finger for the trigger. Now if I look, I think I might be wrong in saying that, because this finger might be separate. Is it separate? It is a little bit, not enough separate. So they don't have a trigger finger hand, so that's not a issue, but it's something they could add in the future. And then with the lower legs, just these shorts and the skirt, the way they've done it does limit the articulation to a degree. And then no thigh cut, no thigh swivel. Now don't let that put you off, because articulation is fine. The having a double elbows though is absolutely, I mean, look at that. That's sort of acid rain weld terms of articulation in terms of the arm bend. That's only the one joint moving, not the other side. There we go. If I get the other side as well, not even acid rain weld can do that. Now you get some plastic spurs, you can see there. But remember, these are just straight from the factory, so these are review samples. Maybe final product will be a bit different, but that's just a small thing that you can remove yourself with a very sharp knife or clippers. But look at that. That is fantastic. There's no shoulder roll, but we wouldn't expect that. But having a specific bicep turn as opposed to a plug-in joint that turns is amazing again. And that face is just really, really good. Get a nice focus on there. Looks like she's been sweating or something. Bit of a glistening on that plastic on the upper body. Legs, not so much. but really nice looking figures, particularly if you are into video games and you think, oh, these look like they're from that video game and come with a typewriter or come with whatever else, you know. They are very, very nice indeed. Swapping the hands over, they say don't force, so I won't force. The hair, I can see this one's a bit loose. There we go. I'm not sure. So this is to cover the gap, that little part on the head there, where there's a gap in her hair on this side, is to make it match. So if I put this one on, how does it fit this way? Pretty good. Don't really like that paint there so much when it's like that, but it still works okay. Swap that hair around again. Then I swap around the hair on the other one just to get an idea. We'll get this right. And I'll swap her hair around. I quite like the short hair. Looks pretty good now. Very easy on that one to take off. Articulated ponytail, which is fantastic. So it's going to be on and then push in, it should be. Looks good, but I think the shorter hair maybe looks better. This one looks a little bit too much like it's a toupee, like a wig, but still looks pretty damn good. And the fact that they give you the articulated ponytail just so you can move out of the way and do certain poses is a big plus too. 3 really nice looking figures, particularly since they're the first one from this new line, this new company. It's a fantastic first attempt, and they do look so good with decent articulation. Okay, let's get an idea of their size and do a couple of comparisons with some other figures. Let's get my 3 ladies standing up first. Okay, so size. They are around about 10.5 cm, or just under maybe 10.5 cm. If I compare to a Boss Fight Studios Court of the Dead, because it's a female, got a mask on. I'll take the mask. I'll take the mask on. I'll leave the mask on. Figure, not the same genre, but it's female and oops. Let's get standing up first and barefoot. I can get an idea of size. Scale perfectly well. If I go something a bit more closer, but not the same, close to the genre, a Planet Green Valley theme. I've got a one here, but I've got a blank Planet Green Valley head on there, an unpainted one, just to get an idea of the size comparison. Planet Green Valley are still my favourite toy line at the moment, and you see that they can scale and compare very well. Bear in mind, if you had a Marauder Task Force, they'll probably be a little bit bigger. Nice releases. Big shout out to Boris Ping Toys. I think he's done a cracking job for this first release and thinks it only get better from here. Really, really nice toys. Great job, and I'm thankful that they were sent to me. I get to do one of the, if not the first review of them in the world, but on YouTube definitely I would suspect. Where are these going to be available from? Well, already we've seen that they're likely to be on Locker Toys. Locker Toys, there's a link in the video description below, and you can get a I think it's a discount if I recall rightly, so it is worth buying from that or checking that out as well. Okay, so awesome Toys finding out, saying please like, share, subscribe, check out my videos, check out the Patreon. I'll see you next video. Stay happy, keep collecting. Bye bye.